Hi there, students. A Potemkin Village. Okay, this is something that is designed to make people believe that a situation is much better than it actually is. So I think very often the photos that people publish in Facebook show a Potemkin Village of people's lives. It's a facade that shows an external situation where everything is beautiful and everything is wonderful and they're so cool and they're having such a brilliant time, but it doesn't actually show the reality, and that is the idea of a Potemkin Village. Now let me explain the history of this, because the history of this is really interesting. This comes from a guy called Grigory Potemkin. Now, Potemkin was, I think he was the governor of the Crimea. That's an interesting place to be talking about. And I believe Russia had annexed the Crimea from the Ottoman Empire, from the Turkish Empire, and I believe the Russia at that time was trying to liquidate the Cossacks. Anyway, the Queen of Russia, the Empress of Russia, Catherine II, she decided that she was going to visit Crimea, and she was going to take a cruise or take a ship up the Dnieper River, which is this river that goes just up from goes up to the Ukraine. Anyway, Potemkin wanted to impress the Queen, and he wanted to impress Russia's allies, and there were ambassadors with Queen Catherine on this boat trip. And so the story goes that Potemkin set up mobile villages on the banks of the Dnieper River, and then the barge would come to this village which had just been made, and Potemkin's men dressed as peasants would populate the village, and they'd light fires. And as soon as the barge had gone on, they would disassemble the village, take it down, and move downstream. I don't know if they were going downstream or upstream, and put it up again and reconstruct it. And like this, the whole area looked like it was populated with these wonderful villages the whole way down the river. And this was to bring Russian settlers into the Crimea. Anyway, this is a story, but it's about putting fake villages to make it appear to Empress Catherine II of Russia and her allies that this was an impressive place. It was worth having. Now, if this is historically accurate, people say that perhaps it is not. But this idea of the Potemkin village is something that has gone on down through history. For example, in the Wild West, in the old West of the United States, a new frontier town, they would build beautiful facades out of wood, and then behind the facade there would be the shop, and the facade behind the shop behind the facade was probably just a wooden shed, and the town looked successful, and it looked great, but Behind it, what was actually behind it was almost nothing. It was quick and cheap, and many Western movies, many Western films are made in the same way. It's just a facade, a front. And this is another type of Potemkin Village. Or newly constructed ski resorts. A ski resort will have a Potemkin Village at the bottom. It's some quaint, beautiful mountain town. But it's actually been carefully built, carefully planned, and it's a great big shopping centre with hotels and restaurants designed for money. And this is a Potemkin Village, or Potemkin Village shopping plazas that look like something else, but it's just shops. Or, for example, as well, councils and governors, you have a big road, so to make everything look green and beautiful, they'll plant trees, maybe 6 or 7 rows of trees either side of the road, and people drive down the road and it looks beautiful with all these forests that they're driving through. But actually not at all. If you see the other side, then it's a completely different thing. Or maybe the trees planted around a lake or waters where tourists go. This is another example. Or perhaps a Potemkin court. A court of law, which is there to show that law is being done, that the law is being upheld. This is showing that the legal system is doing their job, but it's just there for show. Also with this legal idea, in the US, very often there's litigation using affidavits. People write a document, and both sides have lots of affidavits. And this is the Potemkin Village of litigation. So this is a facade. This is almost like the Truman Show. It's making things look what they aren't. Okay, so but this is a Potemkin Village. This is something that is a village that it looks wonderful, but if you actually look behind it, it's not. I've read that perhaps Lhasa is a Potemkin Village with a tourist area with great shops and monks in yellow robes and pilgrims on their knees. But is that what it really is? So this is the idea of a Potemkin Village, a facade meant to fool the viewer into thinking that they're seeing the real thing. I think maybe we all have a touch of a Potemkin Village to our lives, that we're creating impressions of things that don't really exist. A Potemkin Village, it's a false construct to disguise a shortcoming, to improve appearances. I'm going to tell the Morris Tabina story again. There used to be a guy who used to come to the antique markets in a beautiful Rolls Royce. But this Rolls Royce was a Potemkin Village, because this guy used to rent it to come to the fairs, to show that he was a big, important, rich buyer. So a Potemkin Village. I think this is almost something, one of a human thing. For many years, people criticised Jeff Bezos about Amazon, and they said that this is just a Potemkin Village of of the technological age of information. But now it's a lot more than that. But perhaps it was originally. It's almost this idea of fake it till you make it. Yeah, an impressive facade or show, hiding something undesirable, something that is not real. I think some holiday resorts, this is something that's happening. They're making them into Potemkin villages, the bit that people see. So formality. I think I'm going to give this I'm going to give it a 6 in formality, but I think you could use it anywhere. It is what it is. So, a Potemkin village.